Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create my roller chain bracelet. This is a one loom design, but to avoid an extension I will be using 2 looms. And the breakdown of the band will be for 2 looms today. You will need 137 bands for this. The breakdown of that is 25 of the white tucked in the center, 46 of the white right here. You can always use a different color if you want. 44 where I have the teal. And 22 of this orangey color here. I will have that information down below for you. For now, get your bands, your C-clip, and your hook, and let's get started. To get started, you're going to want to have at least 1 rainbow loom. Like I said in the introduction, it's a 1 loom design, but I like to connect 2 looms together for this one so that I can get a full wraparound bracelet without using any kind of chain extension at the end. So I do have a video showing you how to connect looms together if you don't know how to do that, and I'll have that link down below for you. So the first color you're going to want to decide on is going to be the very center, which is that white right there in the middle. I am going to stick with this metallic blue, and we will start by laying 1 in the very center loosely, just for when we close it up at the end. And now we will go straight up the center. To get a 7.5 inch bracelet, I go down 23, counting from the first pin, not counting the one that we laid here loosely, but starting here, I lay 23 of them, and then I stop. I don't go to the very end of the loom because it's a little bit too big for my wrist when I do that. Okay, so that was my 23rd. That's where mine ends right there. So we're going to come back up to the beginning, and you may want to actually push those down for our next step. So now you're going to decide on what color you want for the side white, where my white is right here. I have been liking to match the center to the sides, but that's up to you. You can choose a different color, so I will stick with blue, and we are going to lay a V at the beginning. And now we're going to go back to the bracelet and decide what color you want where the teal is, which I'm going to use pink. And keep both colors close by because we're going to alternate between the two going down the loom. So now we will lay an upside down V going diagonally into the center, like so. We'll go back to our first color, and we will do a V again. So from the center where we end it, we will lay a V. And we will go back to pink and lay an upside down V. And we will keep doing a V and an upside down V, alternating both colors. I originally designed this using, I didn't tell you guys to make sure the bar pins are staggered, but hopefully you guys already seen that. I've been forgetting to say that a lot in my videos, I noticed. So hopefully you guys are paying attention to that. But I originally made this using aligned pins, and I notice I get a lot of messages asking how to do it with them staggered, because I know some of the looms cannot be taken apart. So I just played with it a little, and it was easy to convert it to do it on the staggered pin. So hopefully more of you can make it now. Okay, so this is where it should end. We're not going to lay our last pink set like to bring it in at the end. You want to end with it being a V-band like so. So make sure yours is ended like that. We're going to turn our loom around. I did already go through and push mine down. You will want to do that as well just to make it easy for the next step. And then you're going to grab one more of the center color here. And we're going to place a cap band on. Just wrap it around 2 times on that center pin. And we can start the looping process now. We will lay one more set of bands after we do one of the looping steps. So don't worry about those bands for now. So we're going to be going into the center pin here and looping up the bottom straight band in the center here. Just bring that up. And now we are going to be looping the pink bands. So for now, we're going to be going inside of the upside down V band, but we're not going to be looping them right now. So if you come into the center here, you can see where the 2 diagonal blues cross right here in the center. Make sure you are getting in front of those. See right there where they're crossing? Push them out of the way. Grab the top diagonal band, bring it back to itself. My top one goes to the left. Go back in. Grab the next one, bring it to the right. We will do that all over again. So we will go into the center. Grab the very bottom band, which is the straight one. Bring it up. Once again, we need to go into that band that we just looped. Also push back the 2 diagonals and grab your diagonal pink. It's really simple. You just need to make sure you're getting in front of those blue bands. So we'll go back in the center, loop up the straight one, go into that center one, get in front of these 2 blue diagonal bands, loop out the diagonal pink. And we will keep repeating these 2 steps all the way up. Put my loom down now. So I'm looping it up. Go in the middle. And loop your diagonals. So I'm on my very last one. You're just going to do the same thing. Go in the center and loop up my last 2 pink diagonals. Just make sure you do not forget to come back into the center and loop up the very last center straight one to connect it to the top. Because you don't want anything falling apart or any loose bands. So once you're caught up to me, we're going to come back to the beginning. I would go through and push them down some because we're going to stop looping for a minute and we are going to lay our last set of bands. So the bands that we're going to be laying now are going to be these ones. on the outside. You can use multiple colors if you want. I'm going to stick to one color, and it's kind of like a, I think these are glow in the dark. I was going to say jelly, but they're glow in the dark yellow. And with your loom facing you, we are going to skip the very first row right here. And we're going to come up to the second row and start there. So wherever your first set of diagonal bands are that you looped is where your first long horizontal band will go. And we're just going to stretch these across both center pins like that. I would make sure that they're not twisted because it makes it look better in the end if they're not all twisted up. And that was my last one. We will lay it at the very top, so make sure you did that as well. So we are going to be looping the bottom band, which is on these pins, it will be the very bottom band, which is my blue. But on the very first row, it's a little different than normal. So all we're going to do is pick it up from underneath with our hook. And then you're just going to roll your hook forward. And you want to use kind of like the corner of the pin to open the band up so you can swoop it around and sit it on there like that. And we'll do the same to the left side. So we're just going to pick it up off of the pin, roll your hook forward. I like to use the corner of the pin. It helps open the band up so that I can reattach it on. Like that. Once we do that, we now need to flip over those pink bands from inside this long yellow horizontal band. So what I do, with my hook facing this way, I come in here and I grab a hold of both of those pink bands in there. And then I just bring it up and I kind of move my hook to the right as I do it and release it up and over the pin and then let it go. On this side, I actually make my hook face me. Just the main thing here is it's very easy. Just make sure you're inside that glow in the dark band. So go in here, grab both pinks. We're going to bring it, lift it up over the pin and let it go. After doing that, we need to loop up the bottom band on those pins. So I'll do my right side first. It's the very bottom blue one. So go in that opening, grab the bottom, loop it straight up to the pin above, and do the same on the left side. After you loop that straight up, we need to do that same flipping over step again. And we will alternate between those two steps. So I'm going to go inside the opening here. I'm going to grab onto the entire pink bands. There's two of them. And we need to bring it up and over the pin and let it go. Same thing on the left side. Grab both of those and just pull it over the pin and let it go. We'll go back into those same pins that we just were working on. Grab the bottom blue band, loop it forward. Same thing over here. And we need to flip those bands over again. So I go right here. You see that little triangle right there? It's like a little teeny tiny opening. With my hook facing this way, I just push it down, it grabs the bands, and then I pull it up. Of course, on this side it doesn't work as well. You could probably try to do that. Let's see. Yeah, I guess you could. For some reason I turned my hook. But that's what we're going to do. Alternate looping up the bottom and then flipping the pink over. Loop up the bottom. And now we will flip the pink over. I do think this is a very simple design. Just take your time. Make sure you're always looping the bottom band up before you go and flip these over. And if the pink bands need any fixing at the end so they lay nice and straight and not twisted, I will show you at the end what I do if you want to stick around to the end, and I'll show you how I tweak things if they need it. Because I'm normally a little more gentle here so that they lay better, but because I'm doing the video, I'm just kind of looming along. But I like things to be neat and tidy. I'm on my very last set, so I just want to show you, you do the same thing by flipping these over. And then to close it off, we're just going to bring these two in to the center. You don't want to forget these two because then your bracelet will fall apart. Once you do that, you will locate that loose band that we laid at the beginning. Hold it with one hand, bring the other end together, like so, and we will attach our C-clip. And then you're just going to gently pull it up off the loom. So when I take it off of the loom, I do go through, starting from the top and go all the way down, and I pull on it like this to help the bands fall into place. Some of them do get a little bit wonky. I already went through and kind of fiddled with mine. Most of them lay nicely, but sometimes if one is pulled out or twisted, you just pull on the opposite side of the band and it will help it like fall into place, and then I pull on it like that. If it's twisted, I don't have any twisted ones. Oh, well, this is a little twisted. I pull the twisted band out more, like this, and then I roll it with my fingers to get it to untwist. And then I grab the top part of the band and pull that so that they are more aligned, and then I just pull on it like that to help it fall back into place. This one's out a little too much. Like that. That is it. And then you're just going to bring both ends together by locating your cap band down here and your C-clip. Put that together and voila. There you have my completed roller chain bracelet. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I didn't even show you guys the back of this design, which I do also like. I think it's really cute too, so you could wear it on that side. Unfortunately, it doesn't lay as nice on the back side, but that is an option for you. But that will be it for today, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to hit the like button down below. And also tag me on Instagram under Loves to Loom so I can see your renditions. That'll be it. I'll see you all very soon in my next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.